So today is February 7th, and this is probably my 7th or 8th video. So I'm playing my game. So for the first designing game I was playing, they gave me a little electric shock on my head and twitching on the right side of the knee to tell me, oh, don't choose this and don't choose that, and. And now I'm playing some other game, and there I was helping a fellow person, and so for their truck delivery. So I helped the person, and immediately they gave me electric shock. Oh, why you are helping that person? Don't help, okay? So immediately they gave me electric shock on the backside of my head. That no, don't help this person for their truck deliveries, okay? Yeah, this is what they do to even take control of, because 24/7, 365 days, they are monitoring me. And so imagine when I texted to my hubby that, is it okay you want sandwich and juice for lunch? And he said yes. And they started to twitch my right side of the knee. I told you, right, in the morning video. So there, the super interrogation was already done by this Delta Force, as Dr. Richard Boylan says, that they do synchronizations for super interrogation purpose. And CIA guy Robert Duncan talks about synchronization, improbable synchronization, that to people it will look so improbable that, oh, how the heck was this done? It's just not possible naturally. So it's all synchronizations are artificially induced. It could be via witchcraft, and most likely it's by witchcraft, as Tanuj Sudan says, because we are in some computer simulation which is run by these archonic or negative or interdimensional entities. So the way he was explaining is they can take over some people, and they will start acting or saying or doing things that will lead to some kind of synchronization with the target, or it's me. Eh, and a lot of time it's the actual gang stalking is actually going on. Even in the advertisements that are played in YouTube or Facebook, or he was talking about YouTube mainly, that whatever he thinks in his mind, that thing will start popping up on YouTube. He's just thinking, he didn't say a word, he didn't utter a word, he didn't say to anybody, or not even say it out loud, but that thing will start popping up. So the only way to read someone's mind is either there are implants on the entire globe, each and every person has brain implants, and if not, the only other explanation is these entities are reading the people's mind, and then they are immediately popping the these negative entities are popping up the advertisements, just like a Google search you do, and the algorithm will pop up the immediate results within few seconds. Same thing, these entities will immediately find the exact advertisements related to your thinking. And you might have seen in so many haunted movies how they start to call. Even there's a lot of spam calls, right? Like in the morning, I said how somebody just gave me a call from York, and how they wanted to make issue about the eggs, white eggs, and eggs has yolk, right? So this is how they do synchronizations. And when I called back that number, that was not even ringing on that number. The number got disconnected immediately. So obviously these spam calls, if a human being is not doing it, who is, right? Unless the FBI, CIA, and DARPA, like DARPA is running all this mind control programs, right? Reading brains and brain activity and controlling the mind, and CIA's mind control program at the same time. So all this BS is coming from CIA, DARPA. We know that FBI, military, Delta Force, Dr. Richard Boylan, stargazing program, star seeds, chosen ones, all this. Now, there are these entities that are immediately finding these advertisements, okay? So, and even they are calling these spam calls that they are making to synchronize everything. It's the same entities. However, so they make pact with these devils when they do witchcraft and black magic, that now you have to call, and I'm sure they've already written down the algorithms. Say, for example, they've already listed the numbers in their system, which they know that is not in existent or is not used by any human being. So they use that number to say make a Medicare or call, right? So a person is recording something about Medicare, so it looks like a person from Medicare is calling you, but really they are not there to even sell anything. I've had even robots call me where they will not even answer back. They're like absolute robots. And I'm like, why would a bot be calling? It made no sense. And even if you answer the question, they're just like so weird. So they already record this in advance, and then they will have their demonic entities immediately call the number to synchronize everything. So, or else they will have potential spam or junk calls going on at the same time. Or these people just could be, picking. But even for a human being to pick up from the list of all the numbers that, oh, now I want to synchronize Ag and York, how, I'll find a city and, I'll come up with a name called York and then I'll call. It's not, humanly, it's not possible. And like this, just one example. For example, that day they had to make issue about me not wearing bra, and so somebody started to call me about breast cancer. Now they gave me electric shock on the right side of my brain. Okay, oh, don't say about that. Or they want to say, oh yeah, we did make issue about that and we're still making issue about it. Why you're not wearing your bra, right? So now they wanted to make issue about that. I'm in my house, okay? Like I said, how they made issue about the me touching my feet with my hubby or hubby touching my feet, and they do it even at night time. Oh, why you touching your hubby? Even with my hand, why you touching your hubby? They start twitching my muscles, okay? They make issues about anything and everything. So, to make that issue about me not wearing bra, the same day they had somebody call for, regarding breast cancer. um, so they will synchronize something or the other in my life event, in my life, and these calls are so weird. I'm like, these spam calls doesn't make sense. So that is what they used to do when I used to do a lot of couponing. And when I used to do a lot of couponing, debt collections agents used to call me and saying, oh, Chandra Green, you're Chandra Green. So they will use the Indian name Chandra and then they will use the word green for money, okay? So basically they had problem with me when doing the, and we had got this number. It was pretty new, the landline number so I used to receive calls on landline back then. And back then I did not even have smartphones on me. So this was back in 2012, 13 when I used to receive a lot of these calls about Chandra Green and all. Yeah, anyways. So yeah, even when I'm playing, oh, they just give me twitch on the left side of the foot that yeah, we were calling you. Oh, now they're giving me electric shock on the left side of my brain. They're saying, oh yeah, we were making issue, we were calling. So it could be NSA, CIA, FBI literally calling, but those were mainly ladies, right? So it could be somebody from there calling, or it could be these I don't think so there were bots. Like these negative entities were not calling because I was actually speaking to human beings. But when there are bots, when no human being is calling, people call it robocalls. Okay, there is nothing like robocalls because you cannot make a transaction via robocalls. You cannot even call them back. Like I said, the phone did not even ring today. So these calls, these bizarre, weird calls that I'm talking about, that is done by the negative entities. Be it on YouTube advertisement or or they calling me. Even I've seen random emails, so many stranger emails that I started to get same thing to synchronize. And mostly it will say in the subject line, you are chosen, you are chosen, you are chosen. Okay. And these chosen things comes from these, one thing it comes from Bible, and the other thing comes from the devil, who chooses their targets to sacrifice. Okay. Now they started to continuously give me electric shock on the left side of my brain, saying, oh yeah, you are the chosen one. See, now they are continuously giving me on the left side of my brain. Anything on the left means correct. Yeah, you are a chosen one, you are a chosen one, you are a chosen one. And today I was watching a YouTube video of DARPA, where they are conducting all these mind control, thing where they can twitch the hand, like they can just twitch the hand and all that, so they can move any body parts. So that is what I have been saying in all my videos, that either there is some implant in my brain, or they are doing via pure witchcraft, where, as Robert Duncan said, that if he wants somebody to move the hand who is holding hot coffee, the hand will move and it will spill on the person. And now they are continuously pinching, not electric shock, pinching on the left side of my brain, on my head, on the left side. Okay, like, I don't know, right in the, it's little bit on the left, but it's also in the center. But it's, so imagine a center point on the on your crown, where your crown is, right? Little bit on the left side there started to pinch, and now they are twitching the right side of my knee. Okay, let's see if I can show you the right side of the knee twitch. They stop. See, the moment I take out my feet, they'll stop. Okay, so they stop, but now they're still pinching the left side of my brain. So they are saying, they're confirming that yes, DARPA and CIA is using all this. So they want to spill the coffee, and then the hand will just move a slight action and it will fall. And that's exactly what they did with me when they made my hand twitch. It's not twitch, move. Like literally it will jerk and move like this. And so there was a glass of water which fell down. So they didn't want me to have my water. That was the basic idea. And the slave programming, like I've said, they were doing slave programming, and I've recorded this in my video long back, that how they've done all this. Now they're continuously pinching left side of my head to confirm all this. Yeah, DARPA is doing the experiments on you, CIA is doing mind control program on you. Yeah, you are the chosen one for Lucifer. Oh yeah, you are the chosen one from the Bible. Whatever, all this crap is going on. So basically they are saying that, yeah, they are the criminals. That's what they are saying. So they have not only moved my hand for that reason, they also moved once to break the vase that I had on the ground, so that it will break, it will fall into pieces, so that I'll have to vacuum the carpet, which I was about to do anyways. But even I've recorded all that back in my videos. So they've moved for that. Then they blocked my job because I literally had to confront my hubby about me talking about all this targeting, because back then I think they were giving me shooting needle pain about just something that my hubby will say in a tone, okay, that oh you made this, like if there is no excitement in his tone, then they will want to make issue about that. And so they started to give me poking needle pains, 30, 40, but shooting needle pain. So that would really, I had to confront him, like, how come you do not care? When I'm talking, I'm saying that they are electrically zapping me on my brain. They're doing all kind of sexual seducing, or twitching of my muscles, or pulling of my eardrum. Don't you feel like, that this is not normal thing? And then literally he would go blank. What, like, as if he's not here, the devil will. And this is what exactly I heard from Darlington Moses and Tanut Sudan, that the devil will immediately take over these people, and they will not react in a way like a person like me is expecting them to react, because they are governed by these matrix system. And so I first I used to feel very bad and very sad about, like, there's not my reaction. It felt like, they're, you almost feel like they're heartless, but it's not that. It's the devil or the computer or the matrix system is who is controlling these people. um then, and this is exactly, Tanut Sudan explains it beautifully. Darlington Moses has explained all this. I've heard in many other chosen one targeted individuals video that, if you try to say all this or explain this to anybody, the devil will immediately control that person and will not allow the person to react, or will just snap away or will go away and all that. So I've seen all that. Now let's come back to yeah. Then even today, 2 3 times they tried to um, move my jaw, where I will have a tongue bite little bit or gum bite. It's induced. Same thing, the way they induce, this pussy, this jerk, um, and jerking of my hand. Same thing they do many times with my jaw, where they try to make me bite my tongue or my but it depends on the intensity. If it's low intensity, it won't be as much, but I can tell that they are doing it on purpose. Now they started to give me no, they stopped. Oh. So yeah, they they have done many times where, in fact, I got once, not once or twice, I think, the tongue bite little bit and the gum bite, but they're not doing as much. They're doing in very subtle way now. Okay. um yeah, so basically these movements, this is exact the in it's on the History Channel, just 5 minute video I saw, and that how DARPA is doing these mind control experiments, and but they will not tell you the entire truth, the way they did not tell the entire truth about the star children or the star seeds and their targeting, and how these people, they, for super interrogation purpose, they torture, and their ultimate goal is to terminate and subdue the target. Okay, that Richard Boylan came on TV on History Channel on the for the episode Star Children, but he did not, or none of the other, there were 4 5 many famous personalities who came on History Channel. None of them said about super interrogation, torture, termination of starseed. No, that they will not display. Okay, they want to show only the good side of the star visitors and star children and all that. Okay, same thing they did with the DARPA. Oh, we are doing all these implant projects where we are implanting in the brain to control all these muscle movements and hand movements and jaw movements and all kind of bodily movements. It's under our control, so whenever we want, we can have subject fall asleep, make him awake. Gerald Sosby has said everything on his website. We can make, they make the target fall asleep, they make the target awake, they make target move his hands or her hands, whatever. But he writes everything on his website about my targeting. He does not, it has nothing to do about his targeting. There is no target of him. He's the Illuminati guy. I've exposed him already. So yeah, so basically these DARPA people are absolute criminals when they do all this. And the way they portray on History Channel, oh, a lot of ethics is needed. We say we need some governing body, and for all this. But these very people are already using these experimentations on people like me without my consent for so many years, completely physically and mentally torturing. And now they continue. See, the moment I put my blanket inside, they continuously give me this crawling right here. And the moment I'll go to take the video, they'll stop. Okay. So yeah, so DARPA, one has to only they always try to portray the very good picture about DARPA and Star Children on History Channel. So you even know that History Channel, where they show all these UFOs and alien encounters and mind program the public about UFOs and aliens. But there is nothing like UFOs and aliens. They're all jinn and demons. They are the fallen angels, as these Bible people says. That there was never, even in ancient times when people have drawn all these UFOs and all that, it was never it was never a it was never a UFOs for real. Like, they were all jinn and demons. And yeah, there might be the actual UFOs, but they were all, a lot of them were reverse engineered. And I myself have seen the UFO for 3 hours, a landed UFO for 3 straight hours. I've seen it, okay, in 2005. And I do not believe it was same silver colored disc, and there were like red lights, horizontal rectangle, you know how the circular disc is, and there were like red rectangular lights, and that was flickering one after the other in this fashion. It was going like this, flickering, in this fashion, one after the other. The light was blinking. It was parked, it was landed, and it was in the hilly area. It was because back then had just came to this country, and there was just we were in a motel, and there was a hilly, like a mountainy area right outside our room. And so it was, my mother was doing night duty at that time, and I was just going down to give her some food, and that's when I noticed the UFO. It was around night time, so I believe I saw between 1 to 4 o'clock or something like that. Between that time period I saw. So anyways, so yeah, I have seen UFO, the landed one, and I know it's a UFO, but that to me was like a reverse engineered stuff. It had nothing to do with aliens or that. So I feel like they are doing little bit here, but it's hard to tell because it's so subtle, and I'll have to pull up my pajama just to show you, because I just saw it this evening, where they were twitching my muscle. Now even today, little bit subtle, they started to twitch here, like little bit, not much. So yeah, this was so basically they are not even letting me play my game, with a peace of mind, and they will now continue to give me electric shock on my head and muscle twitch on the right side of the knee. Oh, you don't help that person. Oh, you don't choose this design. Oh, you don't do that. Oh, you don't do that. You don't put this on sale in your shop. Okay, we have problem. My Lucifer has problem, my Archons have problem, because their battery keeps draining out. So as Tanud Sudan guy says, and Darlington Moses says, that we chosen ones have all the light, we have the source, we are the pure souls, that these Archons and Lucifer needs to leach out energy from us, so that when we are getting distracted from whatever we are doing in our normal life, we are getting angered or feared, or now I'm making this video, and now a lot of energy is being drained into making this video and exposing these people. So a lot of my energy is being drained out. Let's see if they do it again, because see, the moment I could put it inside my blanket, they will stop. Okay, no, I mean, they will start doing it the moment I put my feet inside my leg inside my blanket. They will start doing it. So yeah, so now they want the energy for the archons, for their Lucifer, and so because we are the chosen one, we have the light, we have the pure soul. So as Tanutsudan and Darlington Moses said, that they need to leach out our energy. So a lot of the energy that would have gone, me playing game and relaxing myself and being at ease, now I have to make this video to expose them. So a lot of this energy now, whatever is going into making this video and uploading it to YouTube, and then I'll tomorrow go and transfer all these 7 to 8 videos for one day that they tortured, and now I'll have to go and transfer it the next day. I'll have to waste 2-3 hours over there. So yeah, this is what they continuously do. So while they took away all my friends and all the the basic even family relationship, as oh, it's written in the Bible that you will be taken away from your family and your friends, and you'll be put alone, and oh, it's written in all kind of chosen one thing, you're chosen. So then they want to justify their experimentations, they want to justify their torture techniques, then they want to justify by saying, oh, you're in the Bible, it's written chosen one, yeah, in Bible your God is doing all this, okay. Then they want to keep justify with all that BS, somebody's torture. And so if that is the truth, then how come Myron May was mentally tortured by giving V2K to him, by even making him feel guilt about him going to bathroom at the middle of the night and then not even washing his hand and just coming back to sleep. So much so he was tortured that he went out on a shooting spree. And same thing they did some with Aaron Alexis. They are freaking making Manchurian candidates in the name of chosen one, in the name of experimentations of DARPA. These people are making criminals out of absolute peace loving otherwise person by continuously provoking the person and not even letting the person have just normal day where I have to come see now my because I've put this pajama on and they are not giving me any. Then the moment I cover it and I will put it down and I will cover my blankets, I'll put the blankets on, they'll start doing it. Okay. So I'm glad that these people are exposing themselves. DARPA is exposing themselves. CIA, of course, FBI, NSA, all these people, Jehovah's Witness, all of these people, they are exposing themselves that, yeah, they are the Satanists, they are the criminals doing all these experimentations. And they can, tomorrow they'll make somebody else fall asleep while they are driving. And people will think, oh, the person fell asleep. But does that person know to discern between the induced sleep and not a normal sleep? No. If you are not awake to this reality of the matrix or of how these entities behave, you're not going to know. For example, how they gave accident to my hubby. The synchronization, the improbable synchronizations that CIA talks about, that was done to my hubby to give him accident, to synchronize with what I had just said, of what I had just said, and now they again started doing it. See, I told you, the moment I place it in, the moment I place inside my blanket, they start doing it. And now the pajama is on and I've not covered the blanket, so they're not doing it because now I can immediately focus my phone on the knee. So you see how I have to even display my body parts, which I usually don't like to do it in public, but just to show the evidence, the way I showed you how they gave me this cut here. I'd already made that video, right? The razor sharp cut they gave me. So, and they used to give me so many razor sharp cuts back in for 4, 5, 6 years. Almost they gave me razor sharp cuts on my hands. Anyway, so all these, this is called intrusion of privacy, intrusion of your private life, complete control of the life. As Almas Jacob keeps saying, that they will have complete control over all human beings when the Antichrist comes, right? This is how they are doing complete control and the complete torture of a human being, where they want to continuously try to, oh, we are trying to control, we are trying to control you, you know. So obey, you know, that is what they display even in the Hollywood and Bollywood movies. Obey. You might have seen that even in cartoon and many elsewhere. Oh, don't say that, now they're pulling the right side of my eardrum. Oh, don't say that. So Almas Jacob has exposed that when you watch his Illuminati's many videos, that he has exposed obey stuff, you know. So now we know that DARPA, all these people are criminals involved in all these complete takeover of somebody's body. So tomorrow somebody, or the accident of my hubby, that's what I was talking about, that they synchronize, because just day before I was talking to my mother-in-law about his driving skills, and you know, and so to synchronize that, they just gave him the accident, you know, they made his car undergo accident. So they have to, like I said, the devil immediately takes over somebody's mind. So while his mind was taken over, the other guy's mind was taken over, and then the devil will, each and every movement you do, looking left, right, or even the Embrance guy once, he's an Indian guy, he said that when something falls from your hand, is the God doing it, okay? So it's not God doing it, as if, you know, he met God, that's how he was talking. No, except for Lucifer, nobody can see God, right? Because I've heard that people actually come in touch with Lucifer when they gain their illumination or whatever. So unless and until that guy is Freemasonic person, and for them, as Albert Pike says, the God is Lucifer. So it's the Lucifer and their negative entities that they invoke. They, like, even I've noticed many times that something will fall from my hand, and I know it's not normal. And that is exactly what the Sambrans guy was talking about. And then that is exactly what CIA guy Robert Duncan was talking about. That yes, they have the ability to move somebody's, you know, even if you, you know, it will fall down, like, so like I said, like, you know, like this motion, it will just happen and you feel like it's a natural thing. But like I said, you need to know to discern between induced and natural thing, you know. Like as Dr. Eric Karlstrom says, you have to figure out what are induced thoughts, what is an induced speech, what are induced dreams from the natural dreams, from natural thoughts and natural speech. And these people used to give me a lot of sexual induced thoughts back in 2015-16, when they started all this targeting thing, you know, to tell me I'm a sexual predator. And I could not believe the moment I saw Dr. Eric Karlstrom's video, and I was not able to understand what the heck was going on with me, because these were not my thoughts. That's all I knew. But the moment I watched Dr. Eric Karlstrom's video, where he said that these people have technology to induce dreams, I immediately now figured out, oh, it's these people, they were giving me induced thoughts. And it was like a flip, the switch was flipped. These people stopped giving me all the sexual induced thoughts that they were giving me. And to even make me feel more guilty, they used to have cop cars and the military helicopters right in my path wherever we used to go. The cop cars are always like in the parking lots, and it's so bizarre, not normal. Whenever, no matter where I went, there were always cop cars. At that sexual thought or something to do with some male, or even beat my own father or father-in-law around me, or beat my own hubby, or beat somebody else around me, anybody around me, and they'll give me this thought. I'm like, what the heck? This doesn't make sense. And it was like a switch was flipped. They stopped it, because it was almost like as if they got caught. So it's the same thing with all the BS that they are doing, even in the kitchen, right? They're trying to make me feel guilty, but see, it's not working anymore, because now I know that these people do not have brains. They are only using me or my brain to make transhumanism, that is to upload my brain to computer. And that is what they were showing in this history channel of DARPA, that how they are using the brains to upload it to computer, but they will not tell you the entire truth, that I am the part of their experimentation. And with that said, oh, now they are giving me twitch on my left bum, that yeah, they will not tell the entire truth, that I am being used for experimentation purpose. And don't forget, crystal clear guy, whom I had called to wash my windows, that person had sent me an email saying that, oh, thanks for being a guinea pig for our experiment. Okay. So all these things, all these bizarre emails, I'm telling you, everything is lining up when you see how these criminals are using me for the experimentation. Oh, and don't forget the other thing they did when I was watching brain computer interface video, and when I went outside on the backyard, it was summertime around 5:36 o'clock. It was absolute daytime, and right across the lake there are other houses, and from that side somebody did one firework with the sprinkle, with the stars, the sprinkles. It's like not one boom. Whenever they do, it's like, oh, don't do this, don't cook that, don't make this. But whenever they do sprinkle stars, it means, yeah, that's correct. So if somebody's really celebrating, there's a party going on, nobody's going to do one firework and stop. Okay, then they'll have to do in series, and usually these fireworks are done during when it starts to become dark. This was absolute daytime, sun was out, pure clear day sky, so there was no way. And except for the synchronization and messaging and programming purpose, that they started to do all these fireworks at the bizarre times, be it even in the morning, doesn't matter, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, they've done it. So all these messaging from all over this period of time, for so many years, from the fireworks, from these bizarre emails of crystal clear, from this left bum twitch that they just gave me to confirm about DARPA and the experimentation and the brain computer interface, that they are, yeah, we are uploading your brain to our computer because other people's brain are useless, they are so dumb, you are like the smartest pure person, and so we choose you for our experimentation purpose. So anyways, I think this is it for now.